We kind of thought there would be a rematch. This regional final duel between Florida State and UCF. The number 9 national seed winning earlier today 2-1 to force the 7th game in the regional to decide who goes to the Supers. It was a great pitchers duel. And now it sets up this winner-take-all. UCF trying to get to its 2nd super regional appearance in program history. Florida State has been here many times, but they've had to come from the losers bracket since being upset by Stetson back on Friday. Here's our bracket. The UCLA Bruins in good shape out in Los Angeles as they're taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks, but they're 2-0 out there. Winner of this regional takes on whoever comes out of LA. Winner is in the Super Regionals. It will be Florida State, the number 9 national seed, who has had its back against the wall all weekend, or will it be the Knights of UCF? Trying to make some program history. They've never beaten the Noles in the national tournament in 7 tries. Lonnie Alameda, 18 years as head coach, has 5 Women's College World Series appearances. This is definitely one of the more talented teams she's had here in recent years. And they certainly have shown a lot of character this week.
Yeah, I mean, a team with a ton of youth. 9 freshmen come in. They don't have a senior in the starting lineup today. And so the maturity, the development, and the job that she and Ellie Cooper, who you saw there, and the rest of the staff has done has been nothing short of amazing.
Cindy Ball Malone, known as Coach Bear, in her 8th year at UCF. They love her in Orlando, seeking her 2nd Super Regional appearance in program history. They went to the Norman Supers in 2022. They had that big comeback against Jack State to keep in the winner's bracket. Went into the day here 2-0, but lose 2-1 to Florida State in the first game, now having to face the Noles for the 2nd time. 2nd year in a row getting to a regional final. Lost to Texas last year. Can they get over the hump here with these Seminoles? We're about to find out.
A hug to her sophomore ace there, and that's a great question, Clay. I think, of course, if you're a UCF Knight fan, you'd love to get it done in game 1, but that was a dogfight. It was a great softball game. 2 aces, good defense, clutch hitting. But UCF in the driver's seat coming into today, have to be beat twice. We are now at that game. Winner go home with a super regional appearance on the line.
For the last few days, the weather in Tallahassee, Florida has been spectacular. And this time of year, middle of May, down here in the Panhandle, it's going to be a pretty good chance of rain, but we've had none of it for this regional. Now, the wind is blowing out slightly. You can see the flag, just a little bit of breeze from time to time, but the difference in the first game between these two was the home run. Now, I don't think wind would have made any difference on the 2 shots that we saw from Haley Griggs and Anna Hine, but we'll see if the home run comes into play here in game 2.
Well, just looking at the DNA of both of these ball clubs, it feels like it has to be. I mean, it was Griggs and Hine, the 2 freshmen with solo shots in game 1 of today that gave their team the juice they needed. And then UCF with a program record home runs for the season. 5 players with double-digit home runs on the year. We saw a pitcher's duel last game. We'll see what we see here in game 2.
Isa Torres, she was quiet in our first game this afternoon, 0 for 3, but she has 7 hits in the regional, 7 for 15, and that corresponds about with her batting average on the year.
Pretty
over
remarkable.
500 hitter.
Yeah, it's just remarkable, and I think she's the one you circled. Held her off the base path in game 1, and they gave themselves a chance to win, although it was Florida State who won.
So Florida State leading it off. They're the visiting team on the scoreboard. So that's an advantage for UCF. They're playing as the home team in this winner-take-all. So Tori Payne getting the start in the circle for UCF.
Yeah, freshman in the circle who came in clutch in game 1 on Friday. Started Reagan Vokoun, another freshman, but it was Tori Payne who came in with 8 pitches, after 8 pitches, and has been phenomenal since.
Well, Duke forces another game in that regional with the win over Arizona, and earlier this afternoon, Florida State forcing a 7th game in this regional against UCF. As we're just underway, you're looking at Tori Payne and the Knights defense. They're the home team in this final game of the Tallahassee Regional alongside former Duke captain Rain Wilson. I'm Clay Matvick. And you can see what's at stake here in Tallahassee. 2nd Super Regional appearance for UCF. That's what they're in search of. In 2022, they went to the Norman Super Regional before losing. And Florida State, it's been here, done that. But they've had their backs against the wall in this regional ever since Friday when they were upset by the Stetson Hatters. And they beat UCF for the 7th time in the national tournament. They have not been beaten. That's what UCF is trying to do here on this Sunday. Having to beat Florida State twice on their home field is a lot to ask. Here's the Capital One starting lineup. The Florida State Seminoles led off by Issa Torres, one of the best players in the country. Hind and Griggs, couple of freshmen, homered, providing the 2 runs for Florida State in the first game today against the Knights. And Tori Payne with a strike. It's 1-1 to Issa Torres.
Yeah, the freshman has a tall task against this Florida State offense, but has pitched well so far in this tournament.
Little pop-up, and that's a break for the Knights. As Issa Torres, who's been a .500 hitter, the lion's share of the year, is 0 for 4 on the day.
Yeah, and that's the name you circle if you're UCF, and if they can keep her off the base path, they give themselves the best chance, but it doesn't get any easier. Jason E. Beecham has also been phenomenal throughout this regional with a ton of pop in her bat.
She was 0 for 1 in the first game with a walk. Has 4 hits in the regional. Homered in both games yesterday for Florida State. And a 3-run homer against Jack State, a grand slam against Stetson, the first of her career as the Seminoles were absolutely dominant.
Yeah, they really responded. I mean, you think about Friday, biggest upset of the day of the tournament, and then the response from this team since that game where, I mean, Stetson beat Florida State. I don't think I circle many moments where the Seminoles made mistakes. Stetson just played better. They're a great program, but the response, again, to come back after that with their backs against the wall and play the way they have been really impressive to watch.
That's inside. Jason E. Beecham with a 49-game on-base streak. Absolutely remarkable for the junior from right here in Tallahassee. One of the key pieces to the ACC regular season and tournament championship. And now trying to get this team onto the Supers. 3-1 in on the hands, pulled foul past Travis Wilson, third base coach for the Seminoles. Tori Payne, you know, this is a big ask for a freshman. But Cindy Ball Malone, a great pitcher in her own right back in the day. And she was at Pacific and such a great pitching coach. Obviously has a lot of trust in her in this moment.
Well, I think you have that trust in part because of Friday when Tori Payne came into that ball game. I mean, it did not start out the way this UCF Knights team wanted. Reagan Vokoun, another freshman, came into the game through 8 pitches, 7 of which were balls, 2 runners were on, and it was Tori Payne who came in. And that game ended up going extras, and the final score was 2-1. So in that moment, to settle in her first NCAA tournament appearance, Coach Bear has a ton of confidence in the freshman.
Hit to left. Mertes off her glove. Rolls into the corner. Beecham rounding second. She'll put on the brakes and stay there. Great effort by Izzy Mertes in left field. Can't make the grab. And it's a one-out double for Jason E. Beecham.
And Mertes, a ton of speed, but a lot of ground to cover here. Jason E. Beecham gets a pitch out over the wide of the plate and gets the barrel around it. Mertes almost with the incredible diving play. Instead, the junior again finds a way on. Florida State threatening in the first.
Now 50 straight games for Beecham being on base. As Ashton Danley comes to the plate for the first time. What a remarkable day she had yesterday. Do it all Danley. Had 3 homers, drove in 5 runs in the game against Stetson alone, and was the winning pitcher in that ballgame. Chance to drive in one here early.
Softball fans know there are a ton of two-way players in the history of our game, and also currently. Talk about Jordan Fromm, talk about Ashton Danley, and historically there's so many. Rachel Garcia comes to mind. And it's just incredible when you know all that Danley has to go out and prepare for. I mean, she hits 3 home runs and then has to go out in the circle and dominates there. Just speaks to the strength, the toughness of the junior.
She joins Sydney Sherrill as the only players in Florida State history with 3 homers in a game. Sherrill did it back in 2022 in a regular season game, but what she did on the national tournament stage, that's something that's going to go down in Florida State lore.
You're exactly right, and hit it to all parts of the ballpark, hit a line drive over the right field fence, and then hit a missile off the scoreboard. Thank goodness there's a net there.
And draws a walk here. 2 on, 1 out. I'm going to bring up Anna Hind. So we're calling her the Shohei Ohtani of college softball. I think it's apt after what we saw yesterday.
Well, and there's a lot of softball players to compare her to, but Shohei is the only player in postseason history with 3 home runs in a game that he pitched, and Danley, same thing. First softball player in a tournament. We have the data from at least 2015, but we're trying to find of all time a player who's done 3 bombs and then went out to the circle and pitched to give her team the victory. I imagine if there is a list, it's a very short one.
The freshman Anna Hind had the game-winning blow in the 4th inning of Game 1 with UCF earlier today. She was the designated player in that game. She'll be back behind the plate for this one. Anna Hind, one of the freshmen that Lonnie Alameda brought in and has been such an impact player. All of the freshmen have. There are 4 of them in the lineup again today.
I think if you watched Anna Hind and you didn't know what class she was, you would immediately think she's an upperclassman. The way she approaches her at bats.
Check swing. That is a strike. 1 and 2 to Hind.
Her first postseason, obviously, as a freshman. Easy in these moments to expand the zone, swing out of your shoes, want to be the hero. But instead, the Hind has been patient. She's had discipline. She's hunted her pitch, and she's gotten her best swing off.
Hit sharply to second. Double play. Humphreys to Evans to Griffin. And UCF wiggles out of a jam in the 1st inning.
We talk about the UCF offense, but this defense, particularly in the middle. CeCe Humphreys at second base. Aubrey Evans, the senior captain, at short. 4-6-3. UCF out of the inning.
Capital One starting lineup for the UCF Knights, who've had an amazing season, 40-win campaign, led by Aubrey Evans, who we're going to see hit right away. The shortstop had a grand slam yesterday in the 2nd inning against Stetson that got them to the 2-0 game. Yarnell, Damon, Mertes, Humphreys, Griffin, Jaimez, Calvez, and Ray. Basically what we have been seeing here the last several weeks. Same batting order for the Knights out of the Big 12. And now they're facing Ashton Danley.
Danley has been an X factor for this team. We talk about what she does offensively, but look at the numbers in the circle. 96 1/3, 2.03 ERA, only 44 walks. Has had 5 so far this weekend, which I know she'll want to shore up. But a completely different look than that of Jazzy Francis coming from the left side. We'll see how this Knights offense adjusts as the game goes on.
Aubrey Evans leads the team in runs scored. Great numbers across the board. She has been in the leadoff spot for over a month now, and has been a fantastic table setter. Gonna spray this one down the first baseline foul. She wants to be an elementary school teacher, has a lot of big plans, and she was kind of letting us into her life a little bit. She's getting married in the fall and just so much going her way, and now wants to carry this team to the next round. She's a fourth-year senior, and she wants some real payoff here in her final campaign. 1-2 pitch. Chases it down, steers another foul ball.
Yeah, and doing everything she possibly can to send her team to a super. I mean, defensively has been stellar, has had clutch hits. You talk about the run they scored last game. It was an Aubrey Evans 2-out double. The grand slam yesterday, they give her team jet fuel early in that game against Stetson. Just so critical for this team in all types of ways.
Danley got her to go fishing again downstairs. And good start for Ashton Danley.
That is only the 8th strikeout on the year for Aubrey Evans. In 175 at-bats, it is tough to do, and Ashton Danley executes great pitches, mixes in the off-speed, and then finishes it off with a high-velo drop ball to get the senior struck out.
So Kendall Yarnell, the designated player, is sophomore, hitting .354 on the year. 15 homers, 46 runs batted in. From Olathe, Kansas, has homered once here in the regional. Beth Damon, who hits behind her in this order, also has 15 home runs. So her and Yarnell, it's the most in a single season at UCF since Jada Cody hit 15 in that super regional year of 2022. The 1-2 from Danley. Ashton Danley, I mean, what she did yesterday was absolutely terrific, and now what they're asking her to do today is shut down an offense that has been feisty and kind of set the mood. And they're going to ask her to do it from the circle.
Yeah, and I think she made a statement with the Aubrey Evans at bat. I think for these righties, obviously, Danley's going to try to work in on the hands with the drop ball. And for these UCF team, can they get their barrel extended? Can they create space and be on time, knowing that Danley also has an elite changeup?
Inside. Well, these first two hitters are making Ashton Danley earn it. And already 12 pitches, so they're getting a good look at the left-hander. That's a base hit into left. Good piece of hitting. Excellent at bat for Kendall Yarnell. First base knock for UCF. One out base runner for Damon.
And Clay, I think you mentioned it. It's the ability to work the count deep, get more data points, and there another pitch in on the hands of a UCF righty. Gets her barrel extended enough and enough bat speed, exit velo to find a hole in the 5-6.
Beth Damon is the catcher. She had the game-tying RBI in the 7th inning against Jack State on Friday. Of course, they won that in walk-off fashion in the 8th, and then had a big 2-run double yesterday. This one to the gap. This has a chance, and it's gone. Home run, Beth Damon. Knights lead it 2-0. 16th of the year for Damon.
With 2 outs in the 7th on Friday, Beth Damon had the game-tying RBI. And here early in this game, when her team needed some juice, takes a drop ball over the middle, on time, gets the barrel out, and does not miss it. The sophomore gives her team a lead early.
This is Izzy Mertes who looks at a strike. Damon, one of 2 players in the country who has homers this year against Nigeri Kennedy of Texas Tech and Oklahoma State's Ruby Malin. That's really hard to do. The 2 best pitchers, arguably, in the entire country. And she's homered off of both of them this year. Tanya Windle of Arizona State, the other one. But Damon is a special player, and she has just put the Knights ahead in one of the biggest games in program history.
I mean, massive for the sophomore. To execute your swing against a great pitcher in Danley means that your temperature is low, heartbeat is regular, and any pitcher out there is going to make mistakes. They're going to miss over the white. They're human. The key is, can you be on time, and if you're hunting that pitch, can you get the best swing off? Beth Damon does it there in a huge moment.
Stays off the plate, 2-2 to Mertes. Bella Dmitrievich is in the bullpen, milling around. And now sits back down. 3-2.
And where Danley gets in trouble, which is not often, is when that drop ball, when it's meaning to go in or away, peaks out over middle away. Right in the wheelhouse for these righties to extend to right center. Damon does it there.
Ball 4. After striking out Evans, Danley gives up a hit to Yarnell, a 2-run homer to Damon, and now walks the cleanup hitter Mertes, which will give CeCe Humphreys a chance to do some damage here with a base runner on. And the wheels are turning, I'm sure, for Lonnie Alameda, thinking already about what potentially her next move might have to be. Ground ball to short. Torres to Sturgis, double play. 6-4-3. 33rd double play turn this year. What a great start for the Knights.
The biggest game in Beth Damon's career. Early on, she comes up clutch. Knights are up 2 after 1.
Back at Draw and Grab Field in Tallahassee in the NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. So round 1 of this winner-take-all goes to UCF, scoring 2 in the first inning on a 2-run homer by Beth Damon. And 2 great coaches going head-to-head. Lonnie Alameda, 18 years at Florida State. Cindy Ball Malone, Coach Bear, in her 8th year with the Knights. The Knights have never beaten Florida State in a national tournament game after the loss earlier this afternoon. Now 0-7 against the Noles. And this is Haley Griggs, the first baseman for Florida State, to lead it off. Caught by Evans on a line. Griggs hit a home run in the first game against the Knights today, against Isa Vega. Vega's the ace for UCF, but they have elected to go with the freshman Tori Payne in this one. And so far, so good.
Yeah, Vega probably a little bit taxed coming from game one. We did wonder, does she go back out there with the season on the line? But Tori Payne has been incredibly consistent for this team in this regional. And if they can get some length out of her, I imagine with the lead late, you're going to see Isa Vega come back in this game.
Shelby McKenzie, sophomore for Pace, Florida. 276 hitter, second team all-conference. In the game in right field, she did not play in the first game. 2 for 10 in the regional.
Yeah, Shelby McKenzie had some key at-bats last year in the postseason. Really got hot. And I think she is one of the ones, too, with Bella Ruggiero that started hitting the ball hard, but right at people. She gets the nod here in game 2 of the day.
Yeah, she had 2 hits against Nyjah Kennedy last year in the Supers, and she was the only Florida State player to have hits in both games against Kennedy. How about Texas Tech, by the way? Down 8 yesterday, 2 outs in the 7th, and still won against Ole Miss.
Incredible.
I didn't know that amazing comeback for the Knights could be topped, but a couple of great comebacks yesterday in the national tournament.
Virginia Tech against Akron as well, but there's no running out the clock in softball.
No.
You can't take a knee. Every out must be made.
That's outside. 1-out walk to Shelby McKenzie, allowed by Payne. So her second free pass. She got bailed out by a double play last inning after giving up a hit and a walk. Now we'll see what she can do to work around a base runner here in the second inning as Kennedy Harp comes up for the first time in this game. Kennedy Harp, a 6-foot-tall junior center fielder. She is a nice veteran presence in this lineup.
She does. Battled so much adversity. I think when this offense has been quiet this weekend, Kennedy Harp has gotten things going. Solo shot yesterday. A ton of pop in the bat of the junior.
Missed the second half of last season, including the NCAA tournament, with a knee injury. She even had to sit out the first 10 games of this season recovering from that knee injury, but she has started to round back into form as the season has worn on. Behind in the count here, 0-2. Doesn't chase.
Great pitch, though, by Tori Payne. Get ahead 0-2. First pitch off speed located. Second pitch, a drop on the outside edge. And 0-2, you're ahead. Nibble off the outside more with the drop, and now that sets up any of her tools.
Swing and a miss. 2 down. Good time for the first strikeout for Tori Payne.
Just a great sequence there by the freshman. Commanding every part of the zone right now. Goes drop ball down, then elevates at 69 miles per hour. Just tough to compete with in the box. Huge out in this inning for the Knights.
And now Bella Ruggiero. There you see Isa Vega. She went 6 innings, only allowed 2 earned runs on 3 hits in the first game against Florida State today, but ended up taking the loss.
She was phenomenal. And for Coach Bear and this team, all you can hope for is that your ace can go out and give you a chance to win. And with the home run hitters this UCF team has, they certainly had that opportunity, but it was Frantic on the other side who was successful. Wow.
That just missed. 2-1 to Bella Ruggiero, the right fielder. Pardon me, left fielder in this game. She was 0 for 2 in the first game of the afternoon. Now 1 for 13 in the regional. Hit sharply to first. Griffin's got it, and the inning is over. Payne gives up a walk, but no damage.
The NCAA Softball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
This was pregame. Coach Lonnie Alameda thinks she's ready to go for this winner-take-all against UCF. I'd say so. She's been the head coach for Florida State for 18 years. 8 times ACC Coach of the Year, over 1,000 wins. Trying to get back to the Women's College World Series for the 6th time with the Seminoles. And she was a pretty good coach here for a long time too. Joanne Graff, for 3 decades, led the Noles to 7 Women's College World Series. She's a Florida State Hall of Famer now, and it's kind of cool to be watching a game, I'm sure, at a field that's named after you.
Yeah, it's gotta be an interesting feeling, and it's gotta feel really good to see the success they've had as she passed the torch to one of the greats, one of the other greats in Lonnie Alameda. Just a rich culture here in Tallahassee.
Ashley Griffin, the veteran, leading it off. And it's a 2-2 count. Ashley Griffin was a part of that first ever super regional team for the UCF softball program. Led the team to Norman back in 22. Only member of that team on this team. And she hammers this one to left, but Ruggiero is right there. That looked good coming off the bat. That's the first out of the second.
Yeah, love the decision there by Griffin to go after the drop ball in on the hands. But even if you know it's coming, as a righty, just the velocity and the deception from Danley can get in on you. Just jammed up enough to get the fly ball out. 1 down in the second.
Coco Jaimez, the left-handed slapper, sends it foul. She was on top of her game Friday in the comeback win over Jacksonville State. Gamecocks seemingly had that one. UCF down to its last out. They ended up coming back, winning it in the 8th, and Jaimez had 3 hits in the game, including the game-winning RBI. Walked it off. Down the line and foul.
Yeah. In a game where they could not figure out McKenna Moore, the freshman for Jack State, Jaimez could. Here's the walk-off up the middle. The slapper showed off the hand-eye, the bat-to-ball skills. So athletic moving through the box, and just a difficult player to get out with her speed as well.
Real tip of the hat to Jack State, Julie Boland's team. That was a really good-looking Gamecock squad. And Shelly Cousins and Stetson, of course, had the biggest upset of the tournament on day 1.
Yeah, this has been a tough regional. When you look at RPI, this was the toughest regional. You know, Stetson was the only 4 seed in the top 70 of RPI. So the Seminoles had their hands full, and you mentioned Jack State, Julie Boland, that program, also rich in softball history. They actually knocked out Florida State back in 2008. So really cool to see them play, and hats off to the seniors.
This is what Coco Jaimez does. She just battles and battles and battles until she gets a pitch she can work with perfectly.
Yeah, and the spray chart indicates that she works heavily to that left side. It's hit a ton of line drives this weekend to that left side, as you can see there. Ruggiero in position.
Slow comebacker, has to hurry, and Danley turns and fires to get Jimenez with the second out.
And we talked about it all weekend long. Danley, not just a pitcher, has played left. Obviously a great hitter for this team, but plays her position incredibly well. With the speed of the bottom part of this order for UCF, that will be critical throughout this game.
First at bat for Zoe Calvez in this game. The right fielder. Transfer from LSU. She's from Orlando, so came back home and has been incredibly helpful in getting UCF to this point. She was 0 for 3 in the first game this afternoon, has a couple of hits in the regional break. Thirteenth NCAA tournament for the Knights, 6th in a row, and 4 times in the last 6 years playing here in Tallahassee. Good off-speed pitch from Danley. The Knights' season ended here in 2015, 2021, 23, and 24. They want to end that streak.
Definitely do. When they found out they were coming to Tallahassee, and there's some familiarity there.
Well, pop up down the line, in foul ground, 3 players coming toward it. Torres, Beecham, and Ruggiero can't get there.
But after Sunday in the selection show, they kind of figured they'd be sent to Florida State. As you can see the record there, the Seminoles have dominated. But at practice, Coach Bear, the head coach, was, yelling at them, doing the classic chant you'll hear with 2 strikes at Joanne Graff, which you might hear shortly with 2 strikes as K-time.
And now pops it up on this foul line, and what a catch. Sturgis with it back to the infield, ends the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Danley. We have played 2, it's 2-0. They have had their backs against the wall all weekend. The winner of this one moves on to the Supers. UCLA in good shape in Los Angeles. The winner of this regional takes on the winner of LA's regional in the Super Regional round. McKenna Sturgis, Issa Torres, and Jason E. Beecham here for Florida State. Jazzy Francic in the first game against UCF today, her 24th win, her 2nd of the national tournament. Ground ball to the right side, Humphreys to flip to first, and Sturgis is retired. Do you think Francic is going to be used in a relief-type role at some point in this game?
Could totally see it. Yeah, it pitched incredibly well and really kept the UCF Knights offense at bay that entire game. I think you go with Danley until you see signs of trouble. But Francic, I know, will want to be competing until the final out. But right now, it's the Florida State offense. And honestly, on the other side of things, more importantly, Tori Payne commanding all of her pitches right now. We've seen the changeup be used more than we have all year. The drop ball working, the elevation, climbing the ladder working up in the zone. Just hard to pick a pitch when she has command of a bunch.
Issa Torres is 0 for the day, 0 for 4. 0 for 3 in game 1, 0 for 1 in her first at bat, popped out behind home plate. And so that means she's due. She has 97 hits on the year. Program record is 99. Now remember, she had a 7 for 7 run during this tournament. 7 straight at bats with a hit. And she has been streaky throughout the year, including 16 at bats in a row back in March an NCAA record. That sits off the plate with hitters count now 3-1.
Yeah, I can't imagine she'll be quiet for long. I mean, 7 for 7, her last 6, 0 for. Hasn't barreled pitches up, and now a 3-1 count, high leverage count for Torres.
Scooped up by Jaimez. And Tori Payne is rolling. Since the walk allowed to McKenzie in the second, she's retired 4 in a row.
Yeah, that first inning was key. Beecham with the double, gives up the walk to Danley, and then it was the double play. And you could see the emotion from the freshman getting out of that first without damage. Put a lot of wind in the sails of this team.
Beecham the solid double. The only hit for Florida State so far against Payne. Florida State leads the country in doubles. And time is called. Beth Damon wants a reset here.
Yeah, good chance to breathe, break the rhythm. In these 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 counts, this Florida State offense, it's just a dangerous spot to be in. But right now, Tori Payne not missing by much. The down stuff is working and the changeup is working. She's elevated, changed eye levels incredibly well, and that will be huge throughout this game. The freshman so far has pitched a gem.
Into left field. Karam's off the glove of Jaimez. Second hit for Beecham. And the Tallahassee native continues to have a strong tournament.
Payne goes back arm side in, this time elevated. Beecham, exceptional bat speed. And when you hit the ball hard, good things happen. Karam's off the glove of Jaimez, past Evans. And Florida State has their second hit of the day, both by Beecham.
And Danley trying to help her own cause. The starting pitcher hitting for herself. No DP in the lineup for the Seminoles. And of course, Danley, 12 homers on the year. 4 of them have come in the last 2 days. One on, 2 out. 1-0 pitch. It's upstairs.
And you can see the infield. I mean, sophomores, a junior and a senior right in the middle, coming in for their freshmen on these 2-0 counts. They are right there with her to support her.
This is danger time here for Tori Payne. She needs to be treading lightly to Ashton Danley with the 3-0 count. And Anna Hind on deck. 2 on, 2 out, and Hind will come to the plate. This is Friday against Stetson.
Anna Hind, the freshman, was the first righty for this lineup to come up and make the adjustment up. Was hunting the rise ball and did not miss it. She's been so mature, so calm when her team has needed her. Hasn't swung out of herself, has hunted pitches. Can she do it here with 2 outs and an opportunity in the top of the 3rd?
And Beth Damon calls time again. And this is the one from earlier today against UCF.
And again, up and in, and her ability to get the barrel out in front of her and extend through the softball with a little curtain call to finish it. She plays the game like she's been here for 4 or 5 years. Only a freshman. Future is so bright for Anna Hind and the rest of this freshman class in Tallahassee.
That was her 9th home run of the year. It also proved to be the game winner in the 2-1 win over the Knights earlier this afternoon. And now the crowd getting behind the rookie. 2 on, 2 out, down 2. Back up the middle, base hit. Beecham being waved around. Here comes the throw, cut off. And the Noles are on the board.
And the freshman comes up clutch again. Gets beat on a drop ball, her first step out and away. This time it creeps over the white, and Anna Hine does not miss it. Great base running by Beecham. Good timing on the jump, scores from second base, and it's Florida State with the 2-out hitting here in the 3rd.
This place can eat on you, and that's going to do it for Tori Payne. Veteran right-hander Lena Elkins from West Virginia is going to be called on. This will be her 2nd appearance of the NCAA tournament.
And Lena Elkins, one of 5 seniors for this ball club, came in clutch on game 1 on Friday. You look at the numbers, 38 2/3 innings, but as the season has progressed, Elkins has come in key moments, did not give up a hit on Friday against Jack State, and they will need her to step up. But hats off to Tori Payne. I think she pitched her tail off this afternoon and still has an opportunity to come back in if that's what Coach Bear chooses. But guts from the freshman.
Elkins facing Haley Griggs to start her afternoon. Griggs lined out in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Yeah, Tori Payne going through the lineup just fine first time around, but looks a little different here the 2nd time through so far. Griggs is in the 5-hole. And now we'll see if Florida State can get something done with 2 outs. 0 for 6 in the first game today against UCF, despite winning the ball game. They were 0 for 6 with 2 outs, but 2 for 3 in this game so far.
And just to put a bow on Tori Payne, it's not like the results were bad and why she got pulled, but you started to see 2-0, 3-1, 2-1 counts over and over. And every time you put these hitters in a position in high leverage counts, they take advantage.
Just missed. 3-1, and Elkins is going to have to quickly figure out the strike zone.
Yeah, if she's had an Achilles heel, it's been the free passes. She really attacked the zone well against Jacksonville State on Friday, but to your point, Clay has to figure out what her home plate umpire is going to call a strike.
Wachter, bases loaded. Bases full of Seminoles for Shelby McKenzie. McKenzie did not start, did not play in the first game this afternoon. Walked her first time to the plate in this game. Second team All-ACC. Back up the middle, off the glove of Elkins into center field. 1 run is in. 2-run score. Trying to come home. They get a 3rd. Haley Griggs scored all the way from first base. And it's now 4-2.
Shelby McKenzie has been somewhat quiet this weekend, but the biggest hit of the year so far as Samantha Ray guns it over the head. Lena Elkins backing her up. As we take a look, Anna Hines celebrating, gets in the way slightly of Damon. I don't know if it makes a difference there as we see Florida State doing what they've done all year long, the aggressiveness on the base pass with Travis Wilson, the third base coach. It's certainly not malicious contact, but does it impact that play? Immediately, Ashley Griffin, the first baseman for UCF, Beth Damon, the catcher, signaling to their head coach that, hey, there's some obstruction or something there, but looks like Coach Barry is getting an explanation right now. It looks like Coach Barry is actually going to point to review. My guess is the runner leaving early at second.
Is challenging the runner second base left early. The call on the field is that she left on time. This play is under further review.
So there you have it.
Yeah, there's no play there with Anaheim getting in the way as we take a look at the runner. Oh, that's tight. And for folks at home, you cannot leave the bag until ball is released. This play became reviewable a couple years ago. Looks like she's off the bag. And we talk about the freshman for this team. This is something taught throughout careers. Leave a little bit early, and then when it became reviewable, that's when it becomes sort of the ace in the pocket for these coaching staffs when a play like this happens. A 3-run single that now you can review one of the runners, and these teams have players in the dugout looking. So if this call is overturned, it's a delayed dead ball, and UCF can choose either the result of the play or the runner being out. Obviously, in this case, they will take the out, and UCF's going to get out of this inning.
This is a major review.
And it looks pretty clear. And that's a freshman mistake. In a moment like that, you've got to remember to leave almost late. But tip your cap to the UCF dugout for eyeing the fact that it was Anna Hines who left early. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Anaheim, the freshman, left early there, and that changes the entire complexity of this game.
Well, this is huge. Listen up.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. The runner left early. No run scored. That is the third out of the inning.
Unbelievable change of momentum in this game after the review. What an amazing job by the coaching staff for UCF to call that challenge and come up a winner. UCF stays in front halfway through the third. In the biggest turn of events since the comeback for UCF on Friday,
Shelby
UCF
McKenzie
stays in front here, 2-1. Here is the play that was overturned. Anna Hines left early.
And folks at home, the result of this play was a Shelby McKenzie single up the middle. Samantha Ray overthrew it. 3 runs would have scored. It would be 4-2 Florida State. Instead, you see the celebration from the Knights as they spotted Anna Hines leaving early, the freshman who had that huge hit in that inning with the mental error.
Isa Torres, only 1 error on the year. Hit it to her, it's almost a sure out. And Samantha Ray.
And just to go back to Anna Hind and what she's meant as a freshman, that's a freshman miscue. In those moments, you're trying to get a good lead for your team, lead off, I should say. How can she bounce back in this moment? I'm sure she's feeling the weight of it, but she will never make that mistake again. And as she goes throughout her career, she will instill in freshmen that, hey, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you respond. Anna Hind been so critical for this team.
Aubrey Evans. With a little flare out to center, tracked down by Kennedy Harp. So Ray and Evans, 9 and 1 in the order, retired quickly by UCF. This is an important inning for the Florida State defense to quickly get back in the dugout after that huge disappointment and try to get the momentum back. 3 runs come off the board. It looks like they take a 2-run lead in this game that's going to decide who goes to the Supers, and then the rug is pulled out from under it.
And you can feel the wind leave the sails of this entire stadium. And that team, I mean, the way they scored, base up the middle, then the aggressive base running, forcing the defense to make the mistake, and then to have it pulled out from underneath of them.
Hit sharply to third, backing up Beecham. Throws across to get Kendall Yarnell, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Ashton Danley. Well, we're going to talk to Lonnie Alameda coming up next. I'm sure she's going to have a lot to say. 2-1 UCF, we head to the 4th. A lot of game left as we go to the 4th. 1-run difference. Florida State coming back to the plate. And this was moments ago, the first person to come over to Anna Hind. Ashton Danley, of course, coach comes in there too for a little consolation. I mean, this is such a tight team. They love each other up so much. And let's bring in Lonnie Alameda. Coach, obviously a disappointing ending to that last inning, but I think it says a lot about your team's character. They come right back out and then get a 1-2-3 put down of UCF.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's Ashton, you know. She's a veteran at this, so she could calm her little freshman down, feeling all the emotions and the excitement of this game, and that's what it's all about. I mean, it's, 32 teams left for 16 to go for an 8. Like, it's super cool, and these freshmen are, so excited about it. So, yeah, that was a little love to her, and let's go play some ball.
And, Coach, Ashton, one of the many veterans on this team that have been in that role for your freshmen. Can you just talk about your upperclassmen?
Yeah, I mean, they want it just as bad as the freshmen right now, right? So does UCF. So it's just a very passionate game right now, which I manage many across the country are, you know, and it's just pretty fun. So, yeah, their leadership, I mean, Issa came over and said, too, like, Anna, we got you, let's go, you know, and it's pretty cool. So, you know, you can't talk about this moment without being in it, right? So I think all the upperclassmen have been here before and been in these moments. So the freshmen have not, and now they're trying to figure out how do you manage these emotions, and that's what they're just sharing with them.
All right, Coach, good luck the rest of the game.
Thank you.
That's class for Lonnie Alameda to put on the headset. I mean, this game is going to decide their season, and that was a heartbreaker last inning, seeing 3 runs erased, and big smile on her face as she's talking to us in the national audience, so we really appreciate her.
Yeah, these coaches in-game come over, have to step away from their duties and discuss all of the above, and just so grateful for her time and her insight.
So McKenzie, who was at the plate and appeared to drive in a boatload of runs last inning, is back at the plate because everything was wiped out with the runner leaving early. Shelby McKenzie followed by Harp and Ruggiero here in the 4th. Came on strong in the postseason last year, a couple of homers here in the Tallahassee Regional. She walked her first time up. Florida State down a run again. Two-0 pitch from Lena Elkins. Off speed, up and in, 3-0 to the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, Lena Elkins struggling to find the command of that off-speed pitch. When she matches that well with her drop ball with velo, she's tough to beat. But so far has not had pinpoint command with either pitch. Advantage goes to the Seminoles.
I think that play galvanized the team and this crowd even more.
Yeah. And here they come.
Walker. Back-to-back walks going back to last inning. Lena Elkins. And here comes Florida State. Kennedy Harp, strikeout victim her first time up. Harp is hitless today, but she has 4 hits, including a homer in the regional. Junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Ground ball deep short. Evans bobbles. Throw to second. Not in time. McKenzie slides in. Called safe by Lyndon Baptiste, the umpire. And now we'll see if this is going to be reviewed and overturned. Well, we've been busy with reviews here the last couple of innings.
In watching in real time, I thought UCF got it over there. Aubrey Evans, a little bit of a bobble. The only play there to second. CeCe Humphreys, full extension. And immediately signaled review. Yeah, ball and glove there before the foot hits the bag.
That's actually Laura King, the second base umpire, and yeah, I think this one is pretty obvious. It was a really hard call on the first review we had moments ago, but this one should be easier.
Yeah, and each coach has 2 reviews to work with, but if they are successful, they get to keep those. So 2 reviews so far, elected by Coach Bear. And now there's a little hullabaloo about whether this is a visit by head coach Cindy Ball Malone. And if it is a visit, all that means is the next time Coach Bear comes out, they have to make a change. That would be the impact here.
The call on the field has been changed. The runner is out. UCF will change their challenge. They have 2 challenges.
Well, 2 challenges in a row. Winners for UCF. Yeah, she was out by a 1.5 feet.
And again, Aubrey Evans and CeCe Humphreys in the middle of this infield. Come up clutch. Not an easy play for the senior captain at shortstop. And UCF 2 for 2 on the day with putting their hands on the headset.
So Harp is at first with 1 out for Bella Ruggiero, who grounded out to first, her only time up in this one. Hits it hard to center. Ray there makes the catch. And Ruggiero is retired on 1 pitch. Well, Coach Bear has been winning big time on challenges, as you just alluded to. And we're going to talk to Coach Bear coming up. Cindy Ball Malone, now in her 8th year, has taken the Knights to 6 straight regionals now. This is McKenna Sturgis. Bunt, good one. Safe. Bunt base hit for McKenna Sturgis with 2 outs, and that sets the table for Torres, who is just itching to get back on track.
Drag bunt, the freshman can do it all. Perfectly placed. Catches this UCF defense on their heels, then uses the wheels to turn the lineup over. As it looks like we will see a pitching change.
Reagan Vokoun is going to get the ball here. She got the start back on Friday and lasted just 8 pitches before being taken out. And she's going to get another opportunity in a high leverage situation here. The freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska.
And how about this moment? You start game 1, you throw 8 pitches, 7 of which are balls, allow 2 runners, get pulled, and then in this moment here, where her team needs her the most, the freshman gets the nod. 28 to third innings pitched on the year, so not a large sample size, 27 free passes. That's the key. Can she limit that? I think they're bringing in the freshman lefty here to face Isa Torres, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just one batter playing matchups here, and maybe Tori Payne comes back in the ball game, or Isa Vega. But Coach Bear has played matchups all year long, and we see it here again.
Isa Torres, since going on that 7-for-7 streak, is 0 for her last 7. 0 for 2 in this game, was 0 for 3 in the game earlier today. And she's put out in her last 2 at-bats yesterday. So she is due. One of the best hitters in the country this year, hitting .530 now. Has 97 hits on the year, having a record-breaking year at Florida State, but a little snake bit right now. Can she get off the schneid in a time where her team really needs her?
Well, the reason you see that development and growth year over year is her ability to adjust, to hammer her weaknesses. Can she adjust here with an opportunity to tie it or take the lead?
Vokoun starts it with a strike. The 1-1. Just off the plate, 2-1. Reagan Vokoun, her mom known as Corey Sampson back then. Wins the Women's College World Series with Princeton in 1996. Three and 1. What does she do here with Torres just aching to get something right down the middle?
3-1. I think you go back, have a conversation with Beth Damon, which is happening now, figure out what you have command of. Obviously, do not want to give her the free pass, but Isa Torres is also the biggest home run threat. And that's certainly not what you want here. I imagine the nerves are at an all-time high. But lefty on lefty, a curveball to the outside edge is a tough pitch for a lefty to get their barrel out to, but if there's anyone who can do it, it's Isa Torres.
You see Beecham on deck. 3-1, ground base hit. Pass Griffin into right field. Harp scores. Throw to the plate, gets away. Boy, Travis Wilson, the third base coach, hustling down to make sure that he was in the right position. Ended up on his backside. Boy, the momentum now for Florida State. Had a fever pitch, even Travis Wilson getting in the act.
Opt to go off speed away, and Isa Torres kills time and drills this through the 5-hole of the senior Griffin. As we take a look, Kennedy Harp scores, and then Travis Wilson says maybe, slips. And ultimately, it's the junior All-American who ties this game in the top of the 4th.
You knew she wasn't going to be quiet for long. And now Beecham, look out. Ball stopped by Damon. They got her in a rundown. Sturgis in a pickle. She'll dive back to the bag, and she's going to be safe.
lot to pick apart here. Almost another mental miscue by one of the freshmen. But it's about being aggressive. Sturgis is that. A solid rundown, but no one covering third. Jaimes gives it up back to Damon. And no one there. As we see, Tori Payne is going to come back in this game.
The night starter re-enters. Pitching change in Tallahassee. Game is all tied now in the fourth. This crowd has really come to life ever since those 3 runs were taken off the board last inning. Florida State has come back to tie it up here in the 4th inning. RBI single from the star, Isa Torres. And now Tori Payne has re-entered for UCF. We saw Elkins, we saw Vokoun. They weren't the answer, so they go back to Payne, who is facing Jason Beecham, who's been on base in her last 4 trips to the plate. A double and a single in this game.
And of the 3 hits Tori Payne allowed, 2 of which by the junior Jason Beecham. The missed opportunity for this UCF defense to get out of the inning after Sturgis got hung up. Can they bounce back?
Inside, and Beecham, I kind of wonder if she thought, maybe I should have let that hit me.
I mean, maybe, but first base is open, so you can allow a runner to get there. I think 3-0 here, you throw your best pitch, but you're not too displeased with the walk.
And there it is. And now the bases are loaded for Do-It-All Danley.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, yeah, let's intentionally walk Jason Beecham, but then you got to deal with this woman right here, Ashton Danley, who pitched yesterday, got the win, and then it was 3 bombs in 1 game, showing off all her skills. Can she do it again?
Go ahead, runner third. And now time called again. Bases loaded for the 2nd inning in a row. And last time they had the bases loaded, 3 runs were taken off the board because Anaheim left early.
And I gotta imagine there's a conversation with these base runners. Do not leave on time, leave late. Because that play there, and Anaheim knows this more than anybody, had no consequence on the outcome of the single by Shelby McKenzie. And so it's critical. Don't leave early. You know the UCF dugout is going to be watching. Because if McKenzie gets another hit.
And there's Hine. Do you think she wants another chance?
I'd say so.
(2-0) to Danley. No place to put her. A trip to the Super Regionals on the line, and it could be decided right here this inning. Fly ball left field. Mertes gets under it. Inning is over. Noles get 1, but they leave them loaded again. We'll talk to Coach Bear next. Florida State 2, UCF 2. Winner on to the Super Regionals next weekend. This is Coach Cindy Ball-Malone. Just moments ago, if you're a good lip reader, you can see what she said. Hey, you guys are fine, just slow down. I'm sure she had some other thoughts that she shared with her players before that big moment. And Coach, your team listened because they got out of a bases-loaded jam and gave up a run, but it's still a game that's hanging in the balance. What else did you say to your team in that moment?
Yeah, they need to keep it just like taking care of their assignment, and that's it. There's a lot of emotions, and we need to just play with passion and know that we belong here. This is what we've been built to do. And again, it's just an assignment.
And Coach, I know you have a nickname of Coach Bear, but how about Queen of Challenges? Let's talk about the runner leaving early. Who in the dugout pointed out that it was Hind at second? Take me through that process.
Oh, that's all Taylor Kittleman, our freaking role player, everything. She was on it. And then I saw the one with the double play ball or the fielder's choice, but everyone in the dugout saw it too. So, yeah, now we just got to use it, settle in.
Yeah, congratulations to you and your coaching staff. Good luck the rest of this game today, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Coach Cindy Bowe-Malone. Well, she's going to have Beth Damon leading it off here to start the bottom of the fourth, and she's going to be facing a new pitcher. Bella Dimitrievich, the freshman from Illinois, 5'10" right-hander, is going to come on. She has been very good in this tournament.
Yeah, she's been key late in the season for this team. Had a big showing against Stanford in the ACC tournament, and then has really silenced offenses all weekend long at this regional. And they will need her to do just that against Beth Damon and this UCF team.
Of Damon's last 7 hits, 4 have been for homers. Including the 2-run homer in the first. Now 16 homers on the season. Dimitrievich floats one high, 2-1. Damon started the year batting down in the order. She was hitting in the 6-7 spot several games. But now, I mean, they couldn't live without her in that 3 spot. Chased it up, 2-2.
Yeah, and to that point, Clay, I mean, obviously the team leading home runs is one thing, but it's also the clutch gene. Had the huge hit against Jack State to tie that game with 2 outs in the 7th. And then obviously the home run earlier today to give her team some juice in the first. The sophomore has played like a senior.
You know, the hands popped up behind the plate. Hind trying to get there, had it hit off her glove. Saw Maddie Fry make a couple of plays in situations like that yesterday. Hind, great effort, can't come up with it. To short, Torres bobbles. Can't recover in time, and a rare error for Issa Torres. Only her 2nd on the season.
And good things happen when you hit the ball hard. Beth Damon does that here. Gets a pitch up, but gets the barrel on top, kicks off Torres, and she made this play close. After a ricocheted off her body, UCF will certainly take that result. Leadoff runner on, nobody out here in the 4th, hoping to break this tie.
Each team with 1 error on the day now. Izzy Mertes, a walker first time up. 2nd team All Big 12 was All Big 12 freshman performer last year. Homered against Michigan in the Austin Regional in 2025. On their way to the regional final date with Texas. Strike at the knees. 1-2.
Great pitch by Dimitrievich. I'd stay right there. Arm side action, working on the hands. Mertes, make her get her barrel around on that pitch.
Off speed to the gap, left center, and it's gone! Izzy Mertes, two-run homer. And UCF goes back in front.
This team has set single-season records in a handful of categories, one of which is the long ball. Izzy Mertes gets a change-up middle, kills time and drills the softball. Look at the balance swing. Mertes squats over 300 pounds, according to her teammates. And that line drive traveled 240 feet. UCF with the lead here in the fourth. Wow.
And now Humphreys is 0 for 1. Mertes from Chatsworth, California, the sophomore, has been big in postseason play the last 2 years. And now has just given UCF a 2-run lead. Humphreys grounded into a double play to end the first. No mistake that time for Torres. So that error proves to be big.
Huge. And it didn't feel like this game was going to be decided by one run. Just with the way these offenses have put together opportunities. I mean, Florida State has 7 runners left on base, so they've had opportunities. But a 2-run lead, and you've got Isa Vega and in the dugout, hasn't pitched in game 2, and then Tori Payne, the way she's pitched. If you're UCF, you gotta be feeling really good here in the fourth.
Back up the middle, base hit, Ashley Griffin. Her first hit of the game. Second hit of the regional. And the veterans now aboard with 1 out. And so now some activity in the Seminoles bullpen. No surprise, it's Jazzy Francic, the winning pitcher from the first game today. And Lonnie Alameda is actually going to make the change now. Izzy Mertes giving the Knights the lead, a 2-run homer here in the fourth. Coming off that error, which proves to be big. And Mertes, I don't know that she's ever hit a bigger home run in her career, her 12th this season.
Knights fans are feeling it, and I don't blame them. The way this offense has shown up this weekend, you get a great performance out of Isa Vega in game 1. You don't come out with the victory, but it gives you some momentum. You didn't get crushed. And then Tori Payne today has given her team some depth in the circle, as has her counterpart Danley, who comes back into this game.
To Torres, to Sturgis, not in time for the double play. 2 down. As Jaimez wraps into the fielder's choice. UCF, we've said it before, you know, they feel like they have to get through the Seminoles to get to the super regional round. This is the 4th time in the last 6 years playing here in Tallahassee. 5th time overall in the program's history. Their season has ended here many times. And having 2 chances on this Sunday to knock them out, they're like, what do we have to do? 0-7 all time against the Seminoles.
And we talked to Coach Bear about this team, and in the fall, she said something had to change. They were battle-tested. They went through the program, which is former Special Forces folks put in these.
Yeah, I was going to say, the program is what?
It's essentially buds for Navy SEALs. It's a
boot camp.
It's boot camp. That's a great word for it. I was going to say some sort of week, but where you are physically, mentally, emotionally tested with your teammates. We did something similar at Duke, but it was essentially the ROTC crew just having a blast at 4 a.m. with us. So different, but still built that mental toughness for this team. And you can see they are relentless and disciplined with their backs against the wall.
2-2 here to Coco Jaimes. Zoe Calvez, who popped out her first time up. 0 for 1. Comebacker, and Danley will throw the first. Inning is over, but it's a big one for UCF. Back on top, 4-2. Rain Wilson, this has been a great winner-take-all game in Tallahassee.
And it started with Beth Damon, this sophomore home run hitter with a 2-run blast early, gave the Knights some juice, and then it was third inning chaos. A Shelby McKenzie single up the middle that would have been 3 runs and a 4-2 lead for Florida State was wiped away after Taylor Kittleman, a UCF role player, called out that Anna Hind had left early. And in the 4th, game tied, Izzy Mertes comes up clutch with a 2-run shot to give the Knights the lead. And it feels like the momentum, which has been swinging back and forth, is nestled into the Knights dugout.
And as it happens, Anna Hind, who left early on that play, is leading off the 5th inning. She wants a chance to atone at some point in this game. It won't happen here, as she grounds to Evans, 1 away in the Florida State 5th.
And that was the first at bat that I feel like Hind was swinging outside of herself. Change up early in the count. Hard hit ground ball, but you look at the summary of today, and it's just been an incredible softball game. 2 challenges won by UCF in key moments. A lot of emotion here in Tallahassee.
Tori Payne started the game, left for a while. Elkins and Vokoun pitched, and now back in there. She's gone 3 1/3 today. 1 run allowed by her on 3 hits. She has walked 4, but it really hasn't come back to bite her. Thanks in part to the challenges. But now, Haley Griggs is at the plate. And Griggs was outstanding earlier today in game 1 with a home run.
Yeah, to that point, Clay, about the 4 free passes. I think if you were to tell me or most folks before the game that a UCF pitcher is going to give up 4 free passes in 3 1/3, I'd say, uh-oh. Because that's usually the spark plug for this offense. When you allow them 3 bases and or you put them in 2-1, 3-1, 2-0 counts, they are hard to beat because they pick a side, they pick a speed, and they hunt that pitch. But Tori Payne, the freshman, has been nearly lights out today.
2-2 from Payne. Is it sometimes beneficial for a starter who leaves the game and comes back in because she's had a chance to cool down, watch the game from a different perspective, maybe reset, and then come back in?
Maybe. I can't speak to it from a personal experience because I wasn't a pitcher in the circle, but I gotta imagine with the competitor that Tori Payne is, it definitely did hurt. She likely got to go in the bullpen too and shore some things up.
Now, with that said, their ace, Isa Vega, is warming up.
Yeah, and I expect we'll see her, if there's any signs of trouble with Tori Payne. Isa Vega was solid in game 1, did not go this team's way, but gave her team a chance.
Payoff pitch to Aubrey Evans. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th.
And Aubrey Evans continues to be automatic. Senior captain, poured her heart and soul into this program. A 3-year captain, I should say. the leader emotionally, on the field, off the field. First one there, last to lead, does it again, makes the routine plays look routine.
Shelby McKenzie appeared to give FSU the lead back in the third. Of course, those runs were wiped off the board, and she grounds out here to end the fifth. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Payne. 4-2 Knights. What a year it's been for UCF. Trying to get to the Super Regionals for the second time in program history, now leading at 4-2 as they hit in the home half of the fifth inning. They're the home team on the scoreboard. There's Coach Bear. What a job she has done in her time with the Knights. 40 overall wins this year. They can get to 41. That would make some program history. Finished fourth in the Big 12 this year. It was a really tough year in the Big 12, sending 7 teams from that conference to the national tournament.
Yeah, and statistically, the Big 12 was the second best conference behind the SEC all year long. And this team clearly has been sharpened by that experience. One of the best teams in the Big 12. I mean, right now, Arizona State up on Texas A&M with a chance to go to a Super. UCF, obviously, 9 outs away defensively. Excuse me, 6 outs away defensively, with Florida State being the visitors in this game.
Samantha Ray to Torres. 1 up, 1 down in the fifth. Women's College World Series returning to Oklahoma City. We have the coverage for you Thursday, May 28th, starting at high noon, 12 Eastern time on ESPN. For more information on the Women's College World Series, visit ncaa.com. Alongside former Duke captain Rain Wilson, Clay Matvick here in Tallahassee. What a week it's been. And the winner of this one will head on to the Super Regional round. No shock, we're seeing the senior Maddie Fry in at catcher. She is the best defensive backstop Florida State has.
And going into yesterday, Maddie Fry came into the game, and yesterday, facing elimination, had to win 2. Fry, one of the seniors on this team, along with McKenna Reed. First career multi-hit game on a day that could have been her final in her softball career, and comes back out. Was huge defensively as well. I mean, and talking to Issa Torres ahead of this weekend, asked her, hey, who are some leaders that maybe don't show up in the stat book as much? She named Maddie Fry immediately. The energy, the intent, the effort, the discipline that she's brought has been huge for the Seminoles.
2-1 to Aubrey Evans. Evans drove in a run first game today. The only run for UCF. 0 for 2 in this one with a strikeout. 4 hits in the regional. 5 runs batted in. It's up and inside, Walker. 1 out base runner. UCF probably not feeling like they have enough breathing room yet. They would love to tack on 1 or 2 more.
You're exactly right. I think they'd like to tack on about, let's think, they're up to 6 more, 8 runs after 5. That's how the only way they'd feel comfortable with Florida State's offense and what they're able to do.
Single and a run scored for Kendall Yarnell. She was aboard for the Damon home. Breakout sophomore year. 15 homers. That slugging percentage, when you add it all up, it's around 785. That would be 3rd best in a season in program history if the season ended right now, and they're hoping it doesn't. Ashton Danley started the game, left the game, back in the game. The lefty delivers. That's low. 2-1.
Dangerous part of this UCF lineup. Yarnell has been clutch. singled in the first. Beth Damon, obviously, with a big home run early in this game off of Danley. Got to be careful if you're the Seminoles.
High, deep, down the line, foul. She got around him.
Nice catch out there, too.
What a ballpark. That's the way to enjoy the game. Sitting back in a lawn chair on that terrace, kind of backed up into the shade a little bit. It has been absolutely beautiful here in the capital city the last 3 days. That almost hit her. So now a full count to Yarnell, and you have Damon in the on-deck circle, who already has a 2-run homer against Danley today. 1 on, 1 out. Payoff pitch to Yarnell. Lined into right field, base knock. Evans is going to stop at second base as the Knights go station to station.
Great piece of hitting there by the sophomore Yarnell. Lets the drop ball get deep. Tries to work it on the hands, but just enough light. Short to it, long through it. Backside single. And UCF within striking distance yet again here in the bottom of the 5th.
Bonnie Alameda is going to bring in Jazzy Francic. Their ace was the winning pitcher in the first game against UCF earlier today. Went 6 1/3, gave up just 1 run on 2 hits. And now she will try to hold the Knights in check. Crunch time, the season on the line.
And it'll be a tall task, but Jazzy Francic looked exceptional in game 1 as we take a look at the numbers. 96 pitches, so coming off that, it's probably a little bit taxed, but the adrenaline probably pumping just enough. 6 1/3, 2 hits, only 1 earned. 4 punch outs earlier today. Can she mimic that performance here in game 2?
We're going to crown a champion here in Tallahassee and send one of these teams to the Super Regional round. Handful of teams have already punched tickets to next weekend's activities. And no shock, many SEC teams, in fact, all of these are SEC teams, all 6, Florida, Georgia, Texas, the #1 overall seed, Alabama, Arkansas, and LSU, all headed to the Supers, which start on Thursday. Tennessee also has a lead. 7th inning in their game. Chance to make it 7 for 7. Fly ball, deep right. Front of the warning track. Caught by McKenzie. Scampering to third is Evans. And there are 2 away, but that was a well-struck ball by Beth Damon.
Yeah, great job by McKenzie, too, to find it with the sun at this time of day. But you said it, Clay. Well struck by Beth Damon. And hey, not the result you want, but productive in a sense that you pass the bat to another home run hitter, and Aubrey Evans moves over to third.
Mertes is the difference in this ballgame. Could be the difference in the season for both squads. She had a 2-run homer in the 4th.
And it was a 2-run line drive off an off-speed that hung up. The sophomore has been so good all weekend long, but specifically on the changeups. Jazzy Francic mixes speeds a ton, and what makes Mertes so good is her ability to stay middle. If she gets beat timing-wise, she kills time with the legs and still gets the barrel turn with great bat speed leading to that power, which we saw in the 4th.
That was her 12th home run of the year. 2nd year in a row homering in the regional round. Hit one in Austin last year. And she slams this one to left, but right at Ruggiero. So the inning is over. UCF held off the board. França comes in and puts out the damage. 4-2, we head to the 6th. Back in Tallahassee at the NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. I'm Clay Matvick alongside Rain Wilson. Another reminder of what's at stake here. The winner of this one moves on to the Super Regional round. UCLA in the driver's seat, needing to be beaten twice by South Carolina to not advance. And UCLA, with the offense they have, they're in pretty good shape. So it's likely the winner here would go on to LA next weekend. It's go time for FSU, down 2 in the 6th. And Kennedy Hart leads it off. 7, 8, 9, Ruggiero and Sturgis to follow. This crowd's getting antsy. They want a spark. Strike. Now remember, Tori Payne started the game. Was relieved by Elkins. Reagan Vokoun pitched briefly. And now back in there. She has gone 4 innings total, but has allowed just 1 run. One of the 2 runs given up. And she has been efficient. She's been effective.
And she's kept this team off balance. And you look at the volume of work over the season for Tori Payne. The numbers don't jump off the page in terms of the workload. A lot this weekend we've seen 100+ innings pitched. Tori Payne came into the day with 32. And as a freshman, her 2nd time playing an NCAA tournament game, first of which was on Friday in a key moment, she has looked cold out there. I mean, cold as nails in terms of her demeanor, her heart rate. It's been fun. I
think you can say that about a lot of the rookies in this regionals, especially on these 2 teams.
Yep. I mean, both of these programs are not littered with seniors.
Just off the plate, and I mean just off the plate. Full count.
2-2. Tori Payne works away. I think they got it right.
Yep.
Up and away,
Agreed.
just off the plate.
High, medium deep. Calvez shielding the sun with that glove and makes what should be a routine play, but it's not a routine play for the first out of the 6th.
It's huge. Just why you practice this. Glove up, block the sun, find the ball, create an angle that allows you to see that ball come out of the sun. Once it's in there, obviously you can't differentiate the softball from the impenetrable lights in the sky, but great job by Calvez to see it come out. That is a huge out in this game.
I think this is a key inning for UCF, facing the bottom 3rd of the order for Florida State. Ruggiero's been quiet, not just today, but all tournament long. He's going to try and turn it around. Redshirt freshman from West Palm Beach. Grounded out to first, lined out to center. Hit the ball fairly harder last time up. Hitters count here 2-0. And there is a strike buried by Tori Payne.
And every time Tori Payne, the freshman, has been in these situations, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, she's buckled down, and you can see the confidence from number 18.
Fly ball, left center field. Mertes puts it away, 2 down.
And I go back to that inning where Sturgis was hung up in the 4th, and UCF had a rundown opportunity to get out of it. Instead, Sturgis gets back to the bag, and it was chaotic. And Coach Bear told them, slow down, you are good. And you feel like they have embodied that since then.
There was chaos 2 innings in a row with UCF in the field, and they came out of it fairly clean. And it's where this game really changed. The feel of the game changed because Florida State was taken over.
And I think that they mirror their head coach, Cindy Ball-Malone. Her heart rate being low, her poise, her going out there to say, hey, we are fine. Breathe, slow down, do your job, stick to your assignment. That ball that Issa Torres ripped by Ashley Griffin, she looked at the senior and said, hey, get in front of it. Hasn't stopped coaching, but has kept the same calm demeanor. And the Knights are playing like it.
Nice backhanded grab by Griffin at first base. Sturgis is the 3rd out. Halfway through the 6th. 4-2 Knights. 2 2-run homers, one by Beth Damon and one by Izzy Mertes, the 3 and 4 hitters for the Knights. That has accounted for the offense in this 7th game of the regional, the deciding game. Is this the game where the Knights finally break the hex that this place has on them and this team has on them? They've never beaten the Seminoles in the NCAA tournament, 0 for 7. Trying to tack on some insurance late. They need 3 defensive outs. As CeCe Humphreys leads off, to be followed by Griffin and Jaimez. And there it is, you know, that 7th win coming earlier this afternoon, a 2-1 final. No surprise this game is close to. Francic at the knees, strike 2. CeCe Humphreys drove in the game and series clinching run at Oklahoma State back in March. You think about that series and how important it was at the time for this Knights program. You probably say that was the biggest series win of the year, propelled them to a seeded bid in the NCAA tournament. Floater and caught in the air by Sturgis for the 1st out. Don't miss a minute of the action from the NCAA Softball Regionals. We're taking you to the best live action on 7 Innings Live. It's on the ESPN app. See every game, every big moment on the road to the Women's College World Series on the ESPN networks. Been watching a lot of that myself when we're not here at the ballpark in Tallahassee this weekend. So 1 out, and here's Ashley Griffin. Griffin a single in 2 trips. You look ahead to the Florida State 7th reign, and you know it's at the top of the order, which is right where they have their most dangerous hitters, but Issa Torres, their best hitter, will be coming up first, so that means the bases will be empty, and that's good news for the Knights.
Issa Torres has been the leader in terms of getting on. I mean, the average being over 500, but also the leader in the long ball. And so for the Knights, that is a good sign. You never want to have to face her, but with nobody on, best case scenario.
1-2 roller to Torres. That's the 2nd out. She has had such an amazing year. She doesn't want it to end today. The country needs to see more of Issa Torres this softball season.
Yeah, this softball season for sure has been historic, obviously, with the 16 for 16 in a row. I mean, there are 8 people out there. I mean, we'll include the catcher. 9 people on the field actively trying to catch the ball. And so for Isa Torres to find holes, to execute, to shore up, to get better year over year has been incredible.
She had a 7-for-7 run in this weekend.
And her last time up, drilled a softball after having gone over. And so if it truly is a streaky weekend, that's good news if you're Seminole fans.
Torres will lead it off, followed by Beecham and Danley. That is a murderer's row for Florida State. 1-2, slap the other way foul by Jaimez.
And a great job by Jazzy Francic, the sophomore, who, tough outing on Friday, has come back and been so exceptional in the circle yesterday and today, hoping for a 1-2-3 inning to get her offense back in the batter's box.
That's a big miss, 2-2. Breeze has picked up a little bit. That flag blowing straight out most of the time now. And so we'll see if that continues to maybe come into play the rest of this game. Day one, the ball was not flying. The last couple of days, the ball has shot out of here pretty good. 2-2, back to Francic, and the inning is over. Can the Seminoles do it? The fans here think so. One of the best players in the entire country, Isa Torres, leads it off for the Noles next. The number 9 national seed, Florida State. They need 2 to tie. We go to the 7th. And Isa Torres will lead it off, followed by Jason E. Beecham and Ashton Danley. Torres this year has been phenomenal. 8 hits in the regional, 4 extra base hits. Can she get on and set the table?
That is the question. And you look at the career of Isa Torres in her junior campaign, she's gotten better year over year. And it's been her ability to adjust, to attack her own weaknesses, such that she does not have any. And the biggest at-bat of the season thus far.
Tori Payne needs 3 outs to get the Knights onto the Super Regionals for their 2nd time in program history. Under the career advancement, she just exploded this year, Isa Torres. Strike on the outside half. The pitching has been so good for the Knights this regional. They've given up only 6 runs. 1 to Jack State, 1 to Stetson, 2 to Florida State earlier today, and 2 in this one. Two and 2 to Torres, the first Seminole to win both ACC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season since Jessie Warren in 2017. Crowd is behind her. Good discipline, full count.
And this is what she does. She works counts, she battles, she hunts pitches, and she forces the pitcher to come at her. Tori Payne, the freshman, has been nearly lights out. Can she do it again against one of the best hitters in the country?
fouled off her front foot. By the way, new left fielder Callista Birkenstock into the game now. Excellent defender brought in to help seal this one away. Ground ball to first. Griffin didn't even have to move. Big out for Payne, one away.
Huge. When Issa Torres has started an inning with that free pass, it feels like that has been the match that has lit the fire for Florida State. But for Seminoles fans, another woman who has lit a ton of matches to fire this offense up is Jason Beecham.
She's 2 for 2 in this game, a double, a single, a run scored. She's also walked. You've got Danley on deck if Beecham can get on. We've got Danley, who has 4 home runs in this regional, coming to the plate, and the Noles like their chances with that. Rip foul, 1 and 2. Beecham has been on 5 straight at-bats. They desperately need her aboard here. Now time is called as Payne is having some issues getting the signals right. Can't make a mistake now. Full count. Danley hits next. It would be right on left. And Danley would represent the tying run if Beecham can reach. Walked her. And here comes do-it-all Danley.
And what an at-bat by Jason Beecham to set the table for Ashton Danley, who we know has some serious pop. As it looks like they're gonna run for Beecham. It looks like Angelique Bueno is gonna jog out to first base to get some speed on the base paths, but we talked about it all weekend long. When there are outs left, there is life left. You can never count this Florida State team out.
Tying run at the plate. Danley walked in the first, walked in the third, flew out in the fourth. She was 0 for 3 in the first game today. Down the line, Birkenstock with a great catch. And that's why she's in the game. 2 away.
Callista Birkenstock. Remember, early in this game, Izzy Mertes out and left, dropped the ball, hit by Jason Beecham. This one drilled out to left. And welcome to the softball game, Birkenstock. The sophomore full extension with the game on the line. If that ball gets by, it's a run scored. Danley with speed, likely at third base with less than 2 outs. What a moment for UCF.
And now Anna Hind would love to atone for a mistake earlier in this game. Remember, back in the third inning, she was at second base, bases loaded. There was a base hit up the middle, but a play reviewed, and it was shown that she left early. And the lead that Florida State thought they had was erased. Wouldn't it be something if she can atone for it right now, tie this game with one big swing?
Yeah, what a moment for Hind. And no matter what happens here, what that young woman has done for this team this year and the rest of the freshmen, what they've been able to do with their maturity, their discipline, that mistake does not define Anna Hind in the year she's had. I'm sure she'll learn from it, but that's why this game is so beautiful. It's because you can make a mistake and you could feel like the world is crashing down, but then this game gives you another opportunity. Hind has been one of the best hitters for this offense all weekend long. Can she do it again?
2-0, ground ball to short. Evans boots it. And Florida State now has the tying run at first base. And the go-ahead run would come to the plate here in Haley Griggs. And it will be Griggs to hit.
Aubrey Evans, the senior shortstop, three-year captain, has been automatic from that spot. And you can see on the body language, not bothered. And that's key here. As Coach Bear goes out, puts her arms around her players. Florida State, the tying run on first base, leading run at home. They are the visitors in this game. And Anna Hind hits the ball hard again, and good things happen when you do that. And now another freshman.
They're going to call that a single for Hind. And here comes Griggs. Anything to the gap ties it.
And it's an interesting situation. They cannot run for Hind because they have put her back into the game for Maddie Fry. So Maddie Fry is burned. So Hind has to run at first base.
Ball on her strike.
And certainly key here is to leave on time, if not a little bit late, to avoid what we saw in the third inning.
Fly ball, foul ground, caught. Calvez with the catch. UCF has done it. On to the Super Regionals. They finally beat the Seminoles.
It was the Knights weekend. The two seniors, you see one there, McKenna Reed and Maddie Fry. The heartbreak for Florida State after an incredible year, but the jubilation for UCF and that woman right there who said, in the fall, we've got to change something. We can't continue to be a program that's happy to go to regionals. We got to break through. They were tested. She said, hate me now, love me later. I bet you those women love their head coach right about now.
Well, they have played with a chip on their shoulder all season long. How many interviews did we do this weekend where they kept putting chips on coach's shoulder? That's been their motto. And what a chippy weekend for this team. Think of how close they were to going down on Friday. They were down to their last out, their last strike. They rallied, beat Jack State in extra innings. Came into this day needing just one win and then get beat in the first game against the Seminoles. Their 7th straight loss in the national tournament to Florida State, but they finally get off the schneid in this one. 4-2 the final. And they're on to the super regional round. And this is how they did it. 2 big home runs. One in the first inning from Beth Damon, their star catcher. Yarnell with a base hit in front of her. And then Damon puts it over the left center field wall. And in the 4th inning, also a 2-run homer by Izzy Mertes. And that would be the difference. 4-2 the final. The Knights will play in the super regional round for just the 2nd time in the program's history. And you would think that they're headed to take on the UCLA Bruins. You never know. UCLA hosting out there, 2-0 in their regional, taking on South Carolina.
Remarkable. And we knew UCF could hit the ball. Coming into the weekend, single season record for home runs. But how about the freshman Tori Payne? 6 innings, got the win, stepped up for this team when they needed her. Down to their last strike on Friday, and now regional champs, either heading to UCLA or however the bracket shakes out. I don't think they're worried. And how about that woman right there, Aubrey Evans, the 3-year captain, the leader. What a year.
That's a year that Aubrey is not soon to forget. I mean, going to the super regional round in her senior year, and then she's going to get married this fall. I mean, what a special year 2026 is turning out to be. The UCF Knights getting their 41st win and one of the most memorable in program history, and they did it here. They broke the hex here against the Seminoles at Joanne Graff Field, where they have had really tough luck. They've been snake bit up to now.
And I think when I look at this team and I look at that head coach, Coach Bear, it's her response, her calmness, her challenging her players. Those players describe the fall as the worst fall of their life in terms of what they went through. And now it is all worth it.
Aubrey Evans joining us now from in front of the UCF dugout. Congratulations on what has to be a wonderful moment for you and your teammates as you're headed to the Super Regionals. And you did it here in Tallahassee, a place where the Knights' season has ended so many times. In 23 and in 24, you've been a part of some of the disappointment here in Tallahassee. What does it feel like now to have a win, especially here on this field?
Oh, I'm just so blessed. I want to give all the credit to my Lord and Savior. The Lord was with us this weekend. All week, we just talked about being resilient. You know, that's a great ball club. Like you said, we've been here so many years, and to finally come out on top, I just give it all to my teammates. We put in so much time and effort this whole season, but specifically this past week. And the word we have going for us is resilient, and anything can happen. And I'm just so proud and so grateful to be here.
Aubrey, you mentioned to us before this regional how difficult the fall was, how challenged you all were. Coach even said, hate me now, love me later. How do you feel right now about that fall?
I love them so much. It's so worth it. But when you put in all that blood, sweat, and tears, and you go through the grind every day, this just is so rewarding. And, you know, we still got 2 more games to go win to really go and accomplish our goals. But you have to take it one step at a time, and you have to celebrate where we're at right now, and that's being where our feet are, and that's celebrating this win. So we're going to celebrate this hard, but we got a lot of work to do in the week to come because we're going to face another good opponent.
I got to admit, I'm kind of enjoying watching this interview because you've been a pain to your coach the entire weekend, putting chips on her shoulder and getting in her shot. Now they're doing it to you. She put popcorn on your shoulder, which I'm still trying to figure out. But chip on the shoulder, that's also been one of your mottos. Just talk to us about that and just how close this team is.
Yeah, again, I go back to the fall and just everything we've been through on and off the field. When you build those relationships, it shows up on the field, and I thought you saw that today and all weekend. And with the chip on the shoulder, we're always counted out. You know, we've always been the underdogs, but we know we belong here, and we've truly bought into that this year, and just so grateful, so blessed, and all glory to God, man. So happy for these girls and just for this program because we've done so much to get here.
And Aubrey, you told us you're getting married in November. I'm gonna ask you a tough question. You make it to OKC, what's better, the engagement or a trip to OKC?
You can't put me on the spot like that. Come on. Jose, I love you, but a trip to the World Series is my dream, and we've already got past the engagement, so that was a dream come true too. So they're both awesome, but yeah, tough question.
We'll leave it there. Sorry to do that
It's
to
a
you.
win-win.
Aubrey, congratulations. Enjoy the Super Regional round.
Thank you. Go Knights.
What a weekend for the Knights, for that senior, for the coach. Coach Bear, Cindy Bull-Malone. She was just a delight to watch do her job today. How about the 2 reviews today? She won 2 critical reviews, and that propels them to another weekend. What a weekend it's been here in Tallahassee, Florida. Florida State with a great season again, but it ends not the way they had hoped. It is the Knights finally getting past the Seminoles. Rain Wilson, it was a pleasure watching these games with you, working with you and our entire crew. It was so much fun. For Rain and her entire crew, I'm Clay Matvick. 4-2 the final. UCF is moving on.